The clinking of silverware and soft hum of chatter filled the upscale restaurant. Daniel Reeves, a self-made millionaire, sat in the corner booth with his 9-year-old daughter, Lily. Despite the elegant chandeliers and carefully plated meals, his eyes weren't on the food. They were on her. Lily sat quietly, tracing circles on the tablecloth with her finger, her hearing aids tucked behind her golden curls. She never enjoyed these dinners. Too many voices she couldn't quite follow, too many conversations rushing past her like waves she could never catch. Daniel's heart ached. Money could buy nearly everything, but it hadn't given him the one thing he wanted most, a way for Lily to feel less alone in the noise of the world. That's when he noticed the waitress. She couldn't have been more than 20, dressed in the standard black and white uniform, her brown hair tied back neatly. At first, she carried herself like any other server, polite smile, efficient movements. But as she set down their plates, something unusual caught Daniel's attention. Her hands. When she looked at Lily, she signed a quick hello. Lily froze, wide-eyed. For a heartbeat, the little girl didn't move, as though uncertain if she had imagined it. Then, slowly, her fingers lifted and replied, "Hello." Daniel nearly dropped his fork. He hadn't seen Lily sign to a stranger in months. The waitress's face lit up, her hands moving gracefully in conversation. Lily's entire expression changed. Her shoulders relaxed, her eyes sparkled, her lips stretched into a smile Daniel hadn't seen all week. It was as if the two of them had stepped into a secret world only they understood, while the rest of the restaurant faded into background noise. Daniel sat there stunned. For years, he had thrown money at speech therapists, tutors, and private schools. He had built businesses from nothing, negotiated with the toughest minds in boardrooms, but here, at this moment, it was a stranger with a tray of iced tea who had unlocked something in his daughter's heart. And then, the twist came. As Lily signed excitedly about her favorite animals, the waitress glanced back at Daniel. For a second, something flickered across her face, hesitation, maybe embarrassment. Then she spoke softly, her voice barely above the hum of the restaurant. "My little brother was born deaf," she explained. "I learned sign language for him. He passed away last year." Daniel's throat tightened. The air seemed heavier. But the young woman smiled through it, turning her hands back to Lily as if nothing else mattered in the world but making this little girl feel seen. For the rest of the meal, Daniel barely touched his food. He watched his daughter laugh, at a restaurant table. He watched her communicate freely, without fear of being misunderstood. He watched her come alive. When the check arrived, Daniel didn't just leave a tip. He left an envelope with his business card and a note scrawled across it. "You reminded me tonight that connection is worth more than fortune. If you're ever looking for new opportunities, call me." The waitress blinked back tears as she slipped the envelope into her apron. Lily, oblivious to the exchange, hugged the young woman tightly before they left. And as Daniel guided his daughter out of the restaurant, he realized something he hadn't before. Sometimes the richest moments in life weren't bought. They were given, hand to hand, sign by sign.